Hello everyone, it's Terry with Healthy Now Simplified, and I'm going to make some kale chips. I just got done with dinner and I thought I'd put some kale chips in the dehydrator so they can dehydrate overnight while I sleep. And if you want, you can also bake them or roast them in the oven. I prefer dehydrating them though because I don't want to kill the enzymes and I prefer them raw. So, but you can do them either way. So what we're going to start with is we're going to do our kale, and I've already gone ahead and taken most of it off the stalk and already cleaned it, and I just wanted to show you what they look like. They have a really thick stalk, so what we want to do is we want to, I've washed all this beforehand, and we're just going to pull it off of the stem in big chunks because you're going to dehydrate it, and so when it loses a lot of its water, it will shrink down. And even if you bake it in the oven, it will as well. So if you do prefer to bake it in the oven, you can do it for about 300 degrees for about an hour. And if you do it in the dehydrator, we're going to do it at 115 degrees, no hotter than 118 for about 6 hours to 8 hours, and just kind of test it. You want them crunchy. So what we're going to do, now that we've washed all this kale, I'm going to stick it back in the bowl, and we're going to start adding our oil. We're going to use a little bit of olive oil. I don't like to measure anything. I like to just kind of do things to taste. So you're just going to want to coat it a little bit. So I only try to put maybe 1 tablespoon or so and just kind of drizzle it all over. If you want to put more, you can. I think I'll just add a little bit more because there's quite a bit of kale here. This is a big head of kale that I got today from the organic tally farms here locally. I get their box every other week. So then what you're going to do is you're just going to massage it and get the oil all throughout all the leaves really well. Coat that really good. Oh, it smells yummy. And then we're going to add, I like to use Nutritional Yeast and I like to use Braggs. They're really great products. You're just going to sprinkle some on, just to however you like it for taste. I'd say I'd probably sprinkle on a good 1/4 cup or so. And then I also like their Braggs Liquid Aminos, which is really great stuff. I use this for everything instead of using salt. Or if I use salt, I use Himalayan salt. But I prefer to use this with most of my cooking dishes. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit, because this is very salty to taste. It's an alternative to soy sauce. So I'm just going to put a little bit, not too much. And you'll know after you make it a few times to adjust it how you like it. But I would say it's probably about, maybe for all this kale, maybe a 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon of soy sauce, the alternate liquid aminos. And then we're just going to massage it really good again and get it really coated well so that all of the toppings are mixed in good. It's a very simple thing to make, and they're so yummy and healthy. It's a great alternative to chips, even though chips are good too, but these are really, really healthy for you. So I think I've got this mixed up pretty well. I think I have enough cheese on there. Maybe I'll add a little more of the Nutritional Yeast. I like to call it cheese because it gives it a cheesy flavor. So I'm just going to add a little bit more on there. Just kind of do it to your own liking. And once you've made them, then you'll kind of know what you like and you can start adjusting. You could add pepper flakes, or you could add pepper or garlic, salt, whatever you want to make it the flavor that you want. But I like this. This is kind of a basic recipe and it tastes really good. So now that it's all massaged on there nicely, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my dehydrator sheets. This is the dehydrator, the Excalibur, which is a great dehydrator. I recommend this one. I have the 9-sheet one. Maybe a smaller one too. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to lay the chips onto the dehydrator. The kale leaves, I call them chips already. And then just lay them on there and it'll look somewhat like that. And then just stick it in your dehydrator. And I'll just do 2 sheets, should be plenty. Very simple to make. If you have kids, they think it's a lot of fun too. and easy. And then just lay those out on the tray as well, and then we're going to stick them in a dehydrator. And that's basically it. Very simple. And then you're going to turn it on to, I don't like to go higher than 115. And set it for I usually set it about 8 hours and then check it. And it's all good to go. It's that simple. So I hope you enjoy them. Let me know, comment below. Let me know how they turned out for you, any suggestions. And if you like my page, subscribe. Thanks. Bye. Have a great evening.